Today I have a very special guest. One of my students received a perfect band score in IELTS Academy. Hello, Mert.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All right, first, tell us about your week. How was it after receiving your band score? Tell me.
Well, it was great actually, but before receiving my score, I was like very confused about it. I didn't know what to feel. Like after I just got out of the exam, I was like, did I do good? Was it great? Was it not? Was it enough? And after like 24 hours, I received my score and it was like 7.0, which was very good for me because it was my first time taking the test and I had to get like a band score of 6.0 or 5.5, so it was better than just enough. And I had like 2 to 3 weeks to prepare for the exam, and it was better than I expected.
That's great. Again, congratulations. I know how much effort you put to just receive this band score, and well done. Now,
Thank you.
I've got a few questions to ask you. First, can you share the study techniques and resources that were most effective in your IELTS preparation?
Let's see. First, I had some troubles at the listening part because I have a hard time concentrating. And also, as you know, in the IELTS test, you don't have like the option to listen to it twice. So you need to like get all the things right just with one try. So it was kind of challenging for me because I get stressed when like I can feel the blanks or I miss a sentence. I don't know. So all of the like listening part goes bad. So I concentrated on the listening tasks. US sent me like from the IDP IELTS site and also British Council and Cambridge website, which was very effective because it was very similar to the ones we had in the IELTS test, and also like the topics and the system of it was almost the same. So and at the original test, I had 7.5 score, which was very good for me, and it was my like, best part of the test, which I was not expecting because at first we were before I work, I had like the most trouble at listening part, but at the exam, I had like the best score I could have. Um, I received by doing this like small exercises. Also, I challenged myself. Like if at first I made like 10 to 15 mistakes at the listening part, but I didn't demoralize myself. I just like listened to it twice, listened to it 3 times, 4 times, until I get like the perfect score. Also, doing these tasks also made me familiar with the questions and the system of the test. So I had a familiarity with the exam. So I had no issues during the exam.
That's great. I'm happy for you. And it was great that in that just very short period of time, you achieved a really good band score. And as you said, you also kept motivating yourself and you used most probably some techniques or some probably advice you would have for our audience about just being motivated throughout the preparation. Would you share it with us?
Yes, of course. IELTS is not just calculating your English capacity, but also it's more like an exam and you need to study for it. Even if you have like C2 English, even if you are native, you need to study for the test because of its structure of the exam. Without studying, you will s- not you won't score a good band score. So I reminded myself of that, like when I was studying, when I made like lots of mistakes, and also I had trouble solving some tests. I just reminded myself like this is not my capacity of English. I can do better. It's not about my English level. It's about like the exam. And so I motivated myself like that. And also I knew like if I try harder and if I worked harder, I would score a great band score. And that was like my main motivation. And also it's easy to work on some things like listening and reading when I was like at the bus or at the public transport, or I had like spare time when I was out. I just like put my headphones in and I did the like listening tasks. I did like the reading task when I had spare time. And it was not boring. It was kind of fun actually because rather than scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, I just like did those exercises, which helped me a lot at the exam. So my advice for you will be like do not demoralize yourself. Always motivate yourself by being positive and also not giving up. At least try. Try once. You can take the test twice, third. There is no limit for it. Just try yourself and try to reflect your English level on the test.
That is awesome. And you just elaborated on it really well. I appreciate that piece of advice. And something also which is important, and I'm sure that you did really well, is time management. Time management throughout the preparation and time management during the exam. Because you completed all sections of the IELTS. Sometimes the students, they can't just manage their time. How did you manage your time during the preparation and share your time management secrets for the exam?
That's a great question because not just while studying or the IELTS one, I have a lot of troubles with time management at my school life or my personal life. I'm kind of messy at that point. But when I was studying, I always try to like put a timer on and work like that. At first, I didn't put a timer because I knew like I would be like stressed about it and I would score bad. At first, I just like made myself familiar with the questions and the type of questions that we will see on the exam. And after a while, and I get used to the questions and the types of questions, I put like timers on like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and I challenge myself like I can do better, I can be faster than that, and I can have like maybe a little time and I would maybe do a better score than that. And that was like the main key of the time management part. At the exam, I didn't know we didn't have like breaks between the writing, reading, and the listening. So it was kind of hard because I think it's like 3 hours and there is no like toilet break or maybe 10 minutes break. You just have to like sit there. You can of course go to the toilet if you want, but it just like goes from your time. It doesn't stop there. So you need to be patient and also you need to be focused on the exam. Just try to like maybe 1 to 2 minutes to go to the toilet and get your mind off from the other part because you get exhausted, which is a normal thing because you spend 3 hours sitting on a computer and brainstorming. So it requires a lot of energy and mind power. So try to be relaxed, try taking deep breaths, and always concentrate on the exam, not another thing. And always check the time. Don't be stressed. You can do it. I like at my writing part, I think I like use the last second and till the last second I didn't stop writing. I I used it very sufficiently, but it was kind of risky. Don't do that. Always take your time to check your punctuation mistakes, spelling mistakes, and revise your reading, writing, or any other part, and continue like that. Also, before the writing part, you need to brainstorm or make mind maps, which I was not familiar till we have lessons with you. I take like 2 to 3 minutes just brainstorming and making mind maps, which helped me a lot during the writing tasks. Also, yeah, that's it. But always try to plan your exam before you start like that part. And yeah, that will be it. Don't be stressed. It's all fine.
All right, that was great. And also, I like the way you just talked about the writing parts and have to plan it. It was a very, very good, just a summary of the skills that students can use to improve their writing band scores. Also, you mentioned about the computer part. As I know that you've taken computer delivered IELTS. Now, what skills do you think students should have for this type of IELTS? And what challenges did you personally have?
I didn't have lots of time to receive my results, so I took the computer delivered one. But I'm not regretting my decision because it was very practical and easy. I was like thinking maybe it would be harder because you have less time to check your answers, and also you need to type fast, and you need to I you shouldn't make any punctuation or spelling mistakes, which you usually do when writing on a computer because you need to be fast and you have like less time to check. But I didn't have lots of troubles using the computer because the instructors were always helpful, and like they were
Supportive.
yeah, they were very supportive about that. And I had no troubles about that. But maybe the checking part, because as far as I can remember, it was like 1 to 2 minutes to check your answers, and which I think was not enough because, especially at the reading and the listening part, it's not enough because there's three parts, each of them, and you need to like check all the spelling and the maybe the order of it, and if you if you have some blanks, you need to like correct them, or I don't know, and it's not really enough time. So if you have troubles like writing fast or maybe concentrating, computer delivered wouldn't be your first option for IELTS because yeah, it's kind of challenging, but I didn't have so much time, so I took that one. But if you're confident about your speed, or maybe like you can write fast, or if you are confident that you wouldn't make any mistakes, so you can take the computer one. Like, doesn't really differ. But the paper one, I think, takes 2 weeks to deliver. Mine was like delivered for 24 hours, like, maybe not. I received my results after like the test. So
That was great. And also, when you shared your result with me, I was also shocked because it was too fast. Generally, my students would inform me in 4, 5 days, but now it is really fast, and I agree with you. And again, you shared the key skills that students need to develop or consider while taking computer delivered IELTS. Another question that I have is your suggestions about the speaking part of the IELTS. And your speaking also was really good. And first, tell us how you developed your speaking skills before preparing for the IELTS, and then in that period of preparation, what you did to reach a better band score.
well, I can say that before like taking the IELTS and before all of this preparation, I was confident about my speaking because I didn't have like a teacher always like telling me about my grammar or vocabulary mistakes. So I thought like my speaking was flawless or like perfect and good enough. But after like just at our first call with you, I was like very stressed because the person I'm talking to is an English teacher, and also I think I thought to myself like I shouldn't make any mistakes, but I was very stressed about it. So I quickly realized that my English was not that good, maybe my speaking skills. So as you can remember, like we practice a lot of speaking topics and also speaking strategies and some useful words and some complex structures that would give me a better band score. And after working with you for 1 to 2 weeks, I relaxed because I realized that it was not that serious or that I shouldn't be that anxious, but I think everyone should prepare for the speaking part because when I get there, I was like very confident. But when the teacher asked my name, I was like stuck and I was anxious and I forgot all of the things we practiced. But after the speaking part, I think it was great. I could do better. I got 6.5, which is very good band, but I just got a little stuck on the speaking part and I was kind of anxious and I stuttered a little. So yeah, but the teacher that was like examining me was very nice and kind, and also she tried to calm me down, but I'm a very anxious person. So like I scored a little less than I expected, which is also fine. If I hadn't like worked with you and if we hadn't like go on over the speaking topics and some useful phrases, I wouldn't get like 6.5, maybe much more less than that. So my advice for you would be like always be relaxed, always be positive, and try to like be nice to the teacher. Not don't think of them like as the examiner, and don't sit there very with a very serious face. Try to smile, make eye contact, and try to watch your body language, which is also effective for your band score because that means like you are relaxed and you are confident about your English. And also try to be nice and have some time to think about the question and what you will say for the answer. Don't like just rapidly don't just try to rapidly like answer to the question. Have some time, think about what you're going to say and what you should say, because at the exam I was like spontaneously answering the questions, which is also fine, but that makes your accuracy less and makes your fluency up. So try to like have a balance between them. Try to be fluent enough and also accurate enough when talking, not just like very fluent but not really accurate, or very accurate or not fluent. Try to have a balance between them, and when you are working, you will realize like you will be better at fluency or accuracy. I was more fluent and less accurate, which I realized after the speaking exam because as I said, like I was very spontaneous at the speaking exam, which I kind of regret. I didn't take time to revise my answer in my head or make some structure of the sentence or of the answer that I was going to say. So have some time, be relaxed, it's okay. Think of them as like your peer. Don't be rude, but think of them like as your peer, and don't be stressed. They're also like there to help you. Yeah, they're trying to examine you, but they're all good person. They're all good people, and they're also very good at their job. So always be sure that you will receive a good band score and be confident about that.
That was great. And I liked also your self-reflection and also the way you explained. It was also funny to me because I should also mention that you are a great student, because what you were doing was a very good piece of feedback for me because I could see, for example, some of the techniques that we discussed before you taking the exam. You also applied them, and the way you explained was just awesome. And the ones who are watching this video, they will definitely benefit from it. Now we got to the end of this just video, and I'm gonna go over 5 questions. I started watching Jay Shetty's podcast, and he finishes his videos with 5 short answer questions. So this is the last 5 short answer questions, and I ask you the questions. You can just give a word or a sentence to answer these questions. So it is fun. What is one lesson you've learned from this experience that you will carry forward?
It will be if you work hard for anything you desire, not just the IELTS or some exam. If you work hard and if you are passionate about that thing, you will always receive that thing. Sooner or later, you will achieve your goals. So always try to work hard.
That's great. Loved it. My second question. How do you define success in your personal and academic life?
I think success is being happy with your results and also making time for yourself. Most people don't have time to spend with themselves, and also most people get so exhausted from working, they don't realize like they have a successful career or life. So always take time for yourself, and also if you're happy with your results and if you go to bed without any bad things in your mind, or if you don't overthink about anything, you are successful, in my opinion.
Great. What daily habit has contributed most to your achievements in IELTS?
Dedicated to the tasks and assignments you have sent me. I know it's kind of cheesy to say, but if you work hard and if you practice a lot and try to understand your mistakes, I was very confident that my English was very good, that I would have a very good band score without even working. But after some practices and exercises, I realized like it was not all about your English capacity. It was more about like the exam. So I tried to work a lot, and also I had like time to relax and also get my mind off things. So work as you wish, work hard, and make time for yourself because it's a process, and don't go too much on yourself. Just relax, it will be fine, but try to work hard and work as you wish.
Thanks. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
I think I would say, as I said before, you can do anything you wish if you work for it. That would be it. And also, don't give up. At least you tried. Always trying and failing is better than not trying, because at least you tried and you took some risks and you learned, you gained some experience that will always make you get ahead in life. So always try to participate, take risks, work hard, fail, but don't give up. You will always receive that.
That was also a very good piece of advice. Don't give up, make mistakes. And without mistakes, we don't learn anything. And without taking risks, also, we can't improve. And also, just in brackets, the best language learners are risk takers. So that
Yes.
was really good piece of advice. And my last question. This is also a general question, not specifically about IELTS. What is a book or resource that has significantly influenced your approach to learning?
Learning English or learning in general?
Why not answering both of them?
To learning English, I think it would be like the picture of Dorian Gray. because I think it was the first book that I've read in English, and also it was from a Turkish publishing company, but it was kind of advanced, but I mostly like understand it all, and I started reading English literature and English books, which has a lot of impact on my English and grammar and vocabulary, of course. I know it's going to be cliche, but The Prince, because I think I was like 7 when I first read that book, but it had a lots of impact on my till this to this day. It had a lot of impact on me, and I gained like lots of life lessons from that. And also, I think I can encourage everyone to read that book, no matter the age. Even if you are 6 or you are 60, you can read that book and learn things that will make your life better. And also, learning doesn't stop at any age. So always be open-minded, read books, always improve yourself. Growth comes from taking risks and also gaining new skills. And it's never too late for that. So always be passionate.
That's great. Thank you. It was just awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed it myself. And with your great responses, with your great pieces of advice. And for a student who is preparing for IELTS or even any other exams, your advice, your suggestions would be definitely helpful. And thank you so much for your time. And as I said,
Thank you
I
so
loved
much.
it, enjoyed it. Thank you.
No problem. Thank
All
you.
right.